Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. What a relief. You are that. You are what you search. You are what you indicate as being, essence, whatnot, which is not describable. So, when you allow a moment not to be busy with your mind, with the sensations of your body or of your emotions, you are simply it in an obvious way, and everything else leaves you for a while. It is so a matter of not focusing anywhere, not focusing outside, as not trying to focus inside, not to try to focus what I am, where I am. That will remain always secretly, naturally secret and unknown. But you are it. You just are it. And once you glimpse that, you will never search for it. You just know that it's because I am busy by something that it looks like it's veiled. That's all. But it's immense. The search for the beyond, the search for something else, the search for who I am in reality drops. What a relief. So any question, any clarity, any doubt to be cleared up, welcome. Anything you would like I speak more about, tell me. A sentence which inspires you and you still would like to hear, even if you understand it. Welcome. Hey,
Can
hi.
I go? I'm a Chinese. I came here from Australia only last week. And I was fortunate. Friend Yang took me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So 2020, I had an awakening experience. Actually, it was during COVID. I was watching videos on YouTube because this yearning of enlightenment, awakening, just in me.
Yeah.
So firstly, I found Ramana. Ramana. Yeah, so just came to me when I didn't know him before. And through him, I just got to know Papaji.
Yeah.
Actually, my own experience, my own awakening experience is to do with Papaji's Satsang.
Yeah.
I was just watching him, it's like talking to a group of Westerners. Yeah. And he was talking to a guy. It's like sitting here. And I couldn't remember what exactly he talked before. And he said, stop. Because I was following the whole way. And then my mind stopped. And then stopped for like 2-3 hours. I was a very academic person. I had 3 degrees, always living here.
Yeah.
And suddenly
that
shifted.
Experience was tremendous. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a few weeks was very kind of happy, I thought, it's just a whole bunch of mind, like
it is still like that.
However, after that, what took me to Portugal was that I still had a narcissistic wound was sitting in my heart chakra. So basically, I thought I was in a good place. I haven't been single for quite a few years because on this search, my friend recommended me a spiritual singles, like American side. Sure. I met a person, and he just triggered lots of stuff in me.
Oh, yeah, the partners is always like this.
And then this going on for, this pain, the heart chakra pain, and just becomes louder and louder.
And heavier and heavier.
Yeah, then they took me here.
Okay. Okay, thanks to that.
Because I met a friend. I went to China. I spent 10 months in China last year. I actually met my friend Carol, who was Irish, work in America and now live in Portugal. We became good friends in China. And just 2 weeks ago, she called me. She said she had some really good experience through Bufo. So she telling me a trauma, like a really deep trauma she didn't know at all before she had awareness like a baby and came. And then after that, she had a series of stuff happening, including Kundalini kind of arising. I thought, oh, that's what I want. Because I have this pain in my chest. I couldn't find the exact reason, that's how I came. Yeah, then I worked with Yang on the weekend, and I know exactly what it is. Yeah, so what happened was I thought a mere conscious awakening is not enough. There has to be an energetic awakening. We have to have an energetic, in order to be totally merged with the divine. Only here is not enough.
Wait. Here you think so. I may differ in that thinking.
That's my experience. There's so much pain, like I was searching for a few more years after my first experience.
Yeah.
Well,
what is awakening? What is awakening? What is this surge of something else, the background of all the essence? Once you realize it, you exposed it. Oh wow, everything else is the mind. What is really my essence is what I am. It's here. And because of that discovery, you were very light and happy for a while, and so on and so on, and it gave you experiences which without objects. And you started to probably understand more what is what. Okay. But now, all what I described here, it is somebody who experiences that. A relief, as I said in the beginning, some bliss, some deep understanding, some this and that. It is still somebody, the somebody was searching, now that somebody found. He found what he was searching. Okay. But then all what he will know and experience will be like before. The experiences are ephemeral, temporal. So even those experiences, they will come and go, like anything else which belongs to somebody. Yeah? Okay. So,
ego.
Sorry?
The ego? So-called ego.
I don't add this word. We've already too many words. It's just I am someone is enough. Now, because you had a good space, you met a partner, and it triggers as any partner will do. When we are two in this duality itself, it creates what we need to look at. But that is in the life. Okay? Though I tell you, I don't give a separation between life, which is an expression of what I am, yet to make you more clear, I need to speak of the life which belongs to somebody, the life which belongs to the one who is born, was alive and will die. What you saw is not of that realm. What you saw, that itself reveal itself because your mind stopped. The individual was no more there.
Felt in one with the universe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's already an experience.
We also have a body.
That's already a translation of somebody of what is. The realization is not only to see I am one with the universe. The realization is what you are, and it is absolutely unknown, undescribable. So if you say I am one with the universe, it's true, but it's true as a limited experience as anything else, because you know it, you describe it. So there is somebody again. So you have missed one thing, is to see, when you realize who you are, is to see that everything which will arise from there is owned by a personal mind. Let it be narrow, let it be very, very vast, still a mind. And that explains that the life which continues, let's say after realization, which is not a good word because realization has always been there, but the life which continues will take the flow it has to take through your destiny of birth. And in that life, you may see traumas or very difficult circumstances and events in your heart that were suppressed or not seen. And that's what's happening. So the life is not necessarily more harmonious looking and so on, and here it's a personal choice. Some will try to again suppress it, or some will manage to still live without digging much into that. It's their choice of personal life. And some cannot not face it. And then they will have to dig, to be helped probably in this field of deep levels of personal consciousness. It's called healing or therapy. Okay? And if you are interested, if you feel it's a need, you will then work on that level, which has been provoked by your own realization, in fact.
Yeah, because you become more conscious.
But that I don't impose on anybody. That's a personal choice. A few will continue to suppress if they can. A few will start to manage anyway. It's chaotic, but still they are that and they don't care. And some care. That's all. So you are probably in those cases where you care. So you can be helped there, but know that you didn't lose your realization. You just confused the realization of what you are with a blissful state, a peaceful and vast and oneness state, which is true, but it is still limited and still in time.
So basically, from my own understanding... Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah, so even this vast realization,
Sure.
it's still in the conscious mind. So sometimes there are things unconscious. We don't know that we don't know.
But that's why
it's
they
in
come.
the body.
That's why they come. Yeah.
So
No.
I think the whole body has, although we don't want to identify with the body, right? It's just a form that we carry in this lifetime. However, there's so much.
But that's what I say. Here, some people don't care and will continue a chaotic whatever, or they will suppress and have a bad mood with others and so on, and they don't care. Or they try to care in a, of course, limited way because it's all in the time, but still, if you need if you feel it's better to clear up my trauma and all that, to have a better life, you do it. But it is not concerning who you are. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
You being in a relationship, how do you think about the relationship, the contribution of the relationships? I just read an article where women got full awakening after leave a narcissistic partner or something like that. The stories, what has been triggered, the pain is the entrance to a vaster kind of realization.
No, I don't believe in that. You don't have a vaster or a deeper realization. Once you realize, and that's it. There is no depth, there is no vastness there.
Okay.
You
so
see,
in the body.
You see how you describe it?
Yes.
Because you describe it, you will have the contrary to be lived, to clear up.
Yeah.
If you know, I know what I am, that search is gone. What is left for me now? It's my life. And there you are free to live the life which is needed, which is forced on you or whatever.
So if you're triggered, you just deal with the trigger.
Of course. Of course. Or you don't. I mean, that is the personal choice of everyone.
Sometimes I think it's something like trauma, like my friends discovered. She didn't know, never. If wasn't from a kind of a plant or what media. So you would never know something might stuck in somewhere in.
I know it happens all in everybody's life. Even at the age of 70, they discover, unconsciously I didn't know, and this was there. Oh my God! It's life. It's the life, and the life generally will bring you to face all those things. That's sure.
Do you think our body carry like a generational or even past life stuff in this?
Sure. Then what's else a body? When a baby is born, he's not virgin. He carries everything in his genes and all that. Yeah.
So just to embrace both the form and the form.
But don't embrace anything. Just heal your trauma, and that's it.
Just be.
No. Here, if you want to face what's difficult, you follow the one who helps you in that way. Okay? In the endless lineage of ancestors or stories marked in the genes. Okay? Now, you came to Satsang not for that. Or at least that's how I see it. One comes to Satsang to solve the search of the essence. What's the essence of things? Since I don't believe, for example, anymore in God and all that. What is the essence of things? You may realize it. As you said, there was a huge relief and you saw everything is mind. It's a big wow, astonishment. Yeah? But the astonishment happens to whom? To somebody. So what you saw is prior the rising of I am someone. I am someone having the realization of the self. What you realize is prior to the one who will tell, I am realizing myself, which is true. But it is already coated by bliss and self-knowledge and all that, which will go on changing, means which will appear sometimes. Sometimes it will look like veil because the mind is busy with other things, and then again it may come again, but that it's because it's what the mind can know. It's only the knowledge of the mind. What you are doesn't need any knowledge. You are it. Who needs the knowledge? Somebody. And who has it? Someone. But tell me if you still want to clear up.
I just wondered if we do need a healthy ego in order. If we do need a healthy ego in order to let it go.
It's your choice.
Because if you still have wound, it's very hard to let go of ego if the ego is wounded.
Listen, I think it will be very difficult, but forget the word ego.
Okay.
It is enough to say, I am someone. I am a human being. Don't add anything. This itself is enough. It's a rising, an expression of what you are. Okay? It is the expression of what you are as a mind and body particular.
So let go of nothing. Do we let go of something or nothing?
In the field, in the world of appearance, the let go or not let go, it's the choice of everybody. Now, is there a choice? That's another question. But if you feel, I have to face that, it's too much, it's too painful, something wrong with me, or wrong or not, but something is there, you need help. As you needed help to, generally, it's like that, to hear you are that. Here you may need help to be healed in your traumas. But that's a personal choice, or not, but you cannot do otherwise. And some people can do otherwise.
I see. It's a personal choice. In terms of trauma, there's different views on that. Some people say, it's endless, you can, it's endless work.
Endless.
Yeah. And some spiritual people say, trauma is also an illusion, but sometimes in the body it feels...
What is an illusion? Is there any illusion existing? I don't believe in that. What I see is that the expression of what is in time. It goes on changing. It is not permanent. Why to say it's an illusion? We are living in it. Is it an illusion? Somebody would say, my body is an illusion. No. Forget about illusion. Forget about Shankara, who invented the Maya, the illusion. Before him, it was not a word. It is said unreal because it's not permanent.
So it's accept things just as it is.
What else to do? Acceptance means, or you don't accept and then you want to work on it. Here, it's a personal choice, which is not personal also.
So everyone in this lifetime has a different kind of...
Yes, my dear.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I see.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
because
a good one, personal choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different destiny, has a different role in this world, has a different whatever. Sure.
Thank you. I got that clarity. Thank you so much.
I'm very happy
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your name?
Linda.
Linda.
A couple of my friends in China, they've been following your work online.
Yeah, they are making an amazing work.
To come here.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe I go once in China.
Yes, you should. I can translate for you. That'd be nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please. Yeah, please.
So it's also on a personal level this like good morning first.
No, it's like good morning.
So it's also on a personal level, this decision to slow things down, because that was somehow a realization in the past days, because the mind thinks it is very good in thinking if it thinks quickly and it speaks quickly.
Yeah.
And therewith it overspeaks, or it's not as precise as it could be, despite all the imprecision. Now, taking this decision to slow down is a decision on the personal level.
Sure. To have a more good quality of life for you, if you feel so, sure.
Somehow it seems to be that's the mind in a play of duality, with slowing down, putting this priority and the priority of being quiet. And I know it's not a dual thing going on here, but somehow it feels a bit like either I slow down and look very carefully, but then it's an I doing that, or I stop doing anything.
No. The life, what is indicated in Satsang, it is not a way of life. It is to give yourself a split second of freedom. Freedom from the tyranny of your mind, emotions and sensations. Why? Because if you search the essence of things, you need that moment to reveal itself. And then you don't search anymore, you have seen. Now, from there, you will have the life you had with your birth. That continues and that will flow. But in this life, the search for, let's say, who am I in fact, will not be there. It disappeared because of that split second of seeing. So what I say, it is not a way of living. So if you hear, because I may say, rarely, but it's possible also, I may say illusion, it is not to be applied in the life. It is to try to indicate something else from where the life comes from. So it's not a way to live. And I know there is a lot of Advaitic people who apply that in their life. They do whatever. There is nobody here. Fuck them. Really. Or let them come in front, and then we see. We dig and see how come they could speak like that. It's not a way of life. Yeah. No, as an individual, you are also free. If it is your temperament, if it is what you prefer and what is better for you, to dedicate more time in meditative experiences. But again, that's a natural temperament which will make you this way more active or more contemplative. Yeah? Yeah.
Just feels so tricky. Like now as this human being, I'm looking, there are 2 more weeks when it's like all quiet, no responsibility. So how to make...
Enjoy that. Enjoy.
And is there something to come to this split second? I know there is nothing. Yeah, but you see and there are moments when it is so clear. But again, that's an experience.
But nothing wrong with that also.
No.
You just know it's an experience, even if the experience has some truth in it. But you know also that you will not be every second of your life clear about that, because you are busy otherwise. Okay. Okay.
So it's essentially letting go of this belief it is permanent. Like this split second, it's not permanent. It's just...
The nature of what is said permanent because it's available at any time you dedicate a moment for that, in that way. Yeah. Nice to... It's better to clarify, you see, that's sure. It's better to be clear. Yeah. And that's why you see, even let's say if a realization came to someone who searched for it or whatever, it doesn't mean that he will behave in a perfect way, as everybody thinks. As an expression, he remains a human being, isn't it? And what is a human being? Black and white, duality. Yeah.
Pleasure and pain.
Sorry?
Pleasure and pain.
Yeah, don't say here.
Pleasure and pain.
Ah, pleasure. Yeah, pleasure and pain.
Pride and shame.
That's for everybody.
Hello.
Right.
There's now been a thought haunting me the last day, and it's still here, and I can't seem to drop it.
What is it?
Fear of having done something wrong.
That is a trauma from childhood. Don't worry. I mean, worry if you like, but don't worry about it. It may be there. It doesn't mean it is an impediment to realize who you are.
That's what it feels like. I can't.
No, that's what I say. It's the past, which comes back as a present because of circumstances, something stirred that up. But there is no impediment whatsoever to dedicate a split second to yourself. You are it. Guilty, not guilty, not worthy, you are it. So see that. And then after see if you have to solve that or not. Or you can do at the same time, not at the same time, but after satsang, you can be helped for that. Then it's different. Don't you see that I try to express that it's different domain? You see, you have a pain in the body, which you go to to a garage or something. Because I didn't want to say because the body and mind are linked. So often, if you have something in the body, it means you have something also in your psychic. But will you go to, I don't know what to say. Every field has his healers or helpers, okay? So, for the body you go to the doctor, for this you go to a therapist, for this you may go to a philosopher or a mystic or whatever. Whatever. You don't take the same person to be helped, even though things are linked, okay. You know, the one who studies, for example, what is material, what is the matter. Some take chemistry to know that, some take physics to know that, some take this and that. They all study the same, but they go to different places of that. So, I don't know if I'm clear. If I'm not clear, ask more. But for here, you see, if we had to be ready or so worthy, who can claim that also, to be able only those ones who are special and selected and transformed so much, they come to satsang. That's because they are ready to hear the truth. It's all bullshit. It's really all bullshit. Those who come to satsang, they come limped, they come like this, inside, outside, they are a bit cuckoo, not, some are not, and this and that. Who cares? It's about, I am that. It's about knowing that. And after, as I said, if you want to take care because you are like this, you want to be like it, this is your choice. There is no impediment, absolutely not, to be able to just see, realize. I don't know what to say about that. Happy? And you'd say that because you still listen to your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is a split second? Tell me. What does it mean?
Not listening to the mind.
Ah.
So this is what it feels like. It feels like it's or I keep listening to the mind.
You want to be freed?
Yes.
Then, what do I indicate? If you want to be freed from the tyranny of the mind, what do I say? Don't listen to the mind. Even if it appears. You see, when you see all this, do you look at everything? No. You choose. And then I say, okay, enter this room. Don't care much if it is beautiful or not. Just be with yourself.
With some things, it's so hard not to.
It's so hard because, you know, the satsang shakes deep beliefs, deep attachments or desires to be realized. Sure, of course. But know that. Okay, it looks so hard for me. What does it mean? I'm so attached to my suffering or things like that. I mean, I don't want to go there, but it is really like that. Often one has fear to just let go at once because he prefers his suffering, because it gives him a meaning in its existence. So-called, because he's unhappy. So it's not true. It's not a real meaning. Just know that, just see, just observe, just investigate, and don't be impressed by all what your mind says, you see. Here, in the context of satsang, I am clear, huh?
So you're saying here in satsang, don't listen at all to the mind, but in life it can be helpful to listen to the mind.
But not to search yourself, to search for a girlfriend, yeah, maybe. The mind is for this world. We have been so lucky. We are born with a mind, which develops itself, because it's a very good tool. Like all this is a very good tool for this world.
But I don't want it to control me. I want to yeah, I think maybe that's the thing, that it's sometimes it's like it's taking over.
Of course we are taken over. Then why do you think we take 20 years when we say from the beginning, I'm so serious, I only want to be free and all that, and it takes some time. Why? Because the mind is very powerful, the mind. Look at the universe. It's very powerful. Look at the pressure of all the society who say, this is real, this and that. And I mean, you have to deny all that by yourself. Nobody else can do it. But if you want to be free, if you trust, well, I have to solve that strange, it's always a very particular search. But it exists. So the one who got it, it's like a disease. It's a disease of the mind. So it can be cured. How? Don't believe you are only a mind. And it is not by curing the mind. It's saying that whatever I describe, and I can describe my mind, I'm not it. In fact, I am not what I can see, describe, and experience and know. Amazing. The mind will always make you busy and concerned with the scene, with the experience and all that, you see. Because a mind exists because there is an owner of the mind. I have a mind. We think I am a mind, but it's I have a mind. I have a body, heart. So I have all that, sure. But who am I? What about the being? The ontological quest. It's not becoming. All what I have a body and all, it's becoming. It became with the birth and this and that and that. So what about being? Is there a being? Is there something? And here no states of mind will help you. It can happen at any state of mind that someone suddenly doesn't pick up the mind. Personally, surely I needed a lot of investigation to understand and to see that, yeah. But it can happen very differently for everybody.
So it doesn't help to have an empty mind.
You have an empty mind, it helps because you feel better and all that. But what about the owner of the empty mind? What you do with this? So, that you have an empty mind or not, you have to solve who is the owner? Who am I? And you see, this question is quite amazing. It's because it's not well questioned. Because who am I means there is nothing wrong with I. It's all the qualities we add to I which troubles. Oh, I am full, or I am empty, or I am sattvic, or I am tamasic, and all this trouble and make you try to transform or to attain and this and that. But these are tricks of the mind. Mind is mind, dirty or clean. Mind is mind. And if there is a mind, there is an owner. The owner belongs to the mind. There is no mind without the owner. So I have a mind together. That has to be seen to be an addition to what you are. So it's not what I am.
Are you saying also that the mind is not there without the I, and at the same time the I is not there without the mind? Okay, maybe it's too complex now.
No.
You said they go together.
They go together,
yes.
Yeah. Sure. They go together. And it's not true. You see some people, they express like this, oh, I realize myself. So in the world, I don't hear. There is a hearing or listening. I don't feel. No, it's feeling. It's just bullshit. Who knows feeling? Who knows hearing? They will say nobody. Who says nobody? Who knows there is nobody? So this is an endless questioning, endless. You will not, it's not correct. It's better to be very simple. You hear something? Of course, you are in the world, you hear something as somebody. You don't hear anything anymore. There is nobody. You will not claim it. It just is. People are just transforming words, and they think they realize because the word is transformed. Concept, only concept, new concepts. And big authorities speak like this. And because they are big, we have to listen. Huh? There is an old man Chang, absolutely anonymous. He speaks better than those who are known generally. So what? We look at fame? No, we should not. It's a personal job, personal. You maybe you have a question, okay? You trust an indication, but it's a personal job. Yeah. Okay. Someone wanted to ask.
Thank you. There were two questions in my mind. One actually was kind of coming to me since the first satsang. And today it's also alive about satsang and who we are and life. And I'm kind of in my mind trying to, I don't know, understand, or there is like this click I think I'm looking for.
But the click will not happen in your mind.
Yes.
So if you want a click, don't listen to your mind. It's a bit it's funny, but
yes, because it does come from the mind. But I think that is what you've been saying about to I call in a way the spiritual bypassing, like going from satsang or have these realizations and then just be like, oh, I don't need anything because I'm that and that, and I don't know, I think maybe I would like to ask you about responsibility, I guess.
It's in the world.
Yeah.
This will be different for everybody. Some people have more sense of responsibility than others, so they go for it, or they don't go for it. What to say? This I cannot speak about that. It's just like that. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot impose anything on anybody. They will follow anyway what they are meant for.
Yes.
But you can follow what speaks to you.
Because part of me it's questioning, I don't know who is questioning that. It's like, okay, so we hear and I totally feel, satsang and this way of being.
A way of being. Being has no way.
Yeah. So just being. And then there is no questioning suddenly. Yeah. Because from that state everything arises.
Yeah. And disappear.
Yes. So that leads me to the second question, which probably is part of that anyway. But about trauma. Because I've been working with trauma and...
Yeah, but it's not my field. I can also know about... It's not my field.
But there is just something I want to share because I feel maybe you can support me with that. So I've been healing trauma myself, and what I've come to realize, what been already talked about, that sometimes you can get into the loop and it feels like there is no end to that. And at the same time I start to have this inner knowing that that's not necessarily have to be this way, that there is, and I think what you talk about already, the attachment to suffering, it can be also some
it's not a way of life, my indication.
Yeah. So I don't know, I guess I have this feeling that I've been tapping into the story of trauma.
You have been tapping?
Into the story of trauma, which is not my truth. And
listen,
yes.
I already said I don't unvalue what you say, but it's not my field.
Yes.
So I don't want to speak here. It's about the life, and as I said, yes, if something is really too painful and too difficult, of course you will face it and be helped generally. We have to be helped generally, you see. So there are some people, even in the Sangha, in the Satsang, who do this beautiful job. So I don't enter here, please.
Okay.
Yeah. But you are not rejected.
Yes, no, I don't
Okay.
feel it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you just mentioned not to listen to the mind. Also, I've thought not to just look at the pictures in the mind and try to capture it. I kind of understand that, I know the mind keeps coming up stuff, If we choose not to listen, then we are in a lot better space, peaceful space. So my question is that what is the difference between the intuition or a thoughts in the mind? Sometimes I feel
it is the same. Intuition is a thought or a voice or a feeling in. Intuition. Tuition means touching. You touch the thought or you touch inside thought, which is looking no more like thoughts, which looks much more deeper. And generally, it gives more deeper insights about life or circumstances. And some people are more intuitive than others and all that. But it is still the mind. Out tuition, that's what generally the people do, and I do too. And intuition, sometimes it happens, and so you act in a certain way in the life again.
So I thought I was a very sensitive child when I was young. That maybe also suffers more because you sense stuff. So although there's things that I haven't been told, but sometimes I felt I sensed it.
Yeah, sure.
And
Intuition.
my body seems believe it's true, but there's haven't been.
All seems true. Everything seems true. To me, I'm drinking water, it seems very true. Oh, I'm relieved if I drink, so it seems very true. Sure.
Like my mother, they born in a communist, like China, right? Sorry. So often I felt there is a family stuff we were not being told.
But this is all about therapy. This is all about your ancestors and all this. This is about healing this human, who took birth with a special something. And maybe since you speak about that, you are very interested and you feel there is something there which has to be solved, do it. But it's another job. It looks I am not clear. It's
so
another
you can choose
job.
to do
And
or not do it.
I love this job also because I myself had to face, I as a person felt, okay, here I have to face something I avoided long or I was even ignorant and now it's boom in my face. But it's another thing. I cannot speak about that in satsang. Or I can speak about that, telling what is what to make it clear. And then it's so much better. Because if you mix what I hear in satsang for your psychology or psychology in satsang, it's such a confusion. And it happens.
I understand.
It's very popular also. It happens a lot. So I'm here to keep it pristine. And it's not a judgment. It's just a clear job, Okay.
I see. So just by being here, we just get in touch with that layer and kind of more,
if you like,
more in that space, and then let go of other things. So it's sort of like the more you're it, or the more. So it's like and then the mind and the other.
Don't you think it's enough to describe something which doesn't even stop the mind? Stop it! Stop it!
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
But we can have a cup of coffee, and you can tell all your stories if you like.
It's endless, eh?
No, it is very interesting, but not here. Because you want, why you come to satsang? Maybe you don't know, so I am clear. I try to be clear. And if you know, then go for that. Go for that, the time of satsang. Or the time yourself give satsang anywhere and wherever, you see, also. Yeah? Great. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you. I'd just like to say thank you because, to make it very clear, I was yesterday listening to a guided meditation, and it was an overload of words and like divine presence and here and this and it was yes, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to clarify. When my attention goes inside with the question, who am I or not? In the moment that there's like a word, then the split second has finished, right? A word.
It never came.
Sorry?
It never came.
It never came?
You said it's finished. It never came.
The split second, you say?
Yeah. All this still happens in the mind, isn't it? You have not to put your attention out nor in. Otherwise you play with the mind. Which kind of result you have with your mind? Only mind results. There is no method. Be happy about that. You are already it. But the mind, he wants to be rewarded. He wants to attain something. Of course, I mean, this is the mind. But then be aware of that, that's all. Just be aware of that. He wants enlightenment. Oh yeah, sure. You will get a few experiences, don't worry. But then you think it is the split second which happened. No, that's not a split second. It's a state of enlightenment that the mind can still have and so on. But then it's still the mind. And that's why you still ask questions. And that's why some confusion is mixed with clarity and so on, you see. You see. That's great to see. So from where you see, you keep quiet and don't go anywhere and don't try to look at. You are it. Don't run for something which is not here now. Because you will lose it. Or it will go on changing if you do. It's not to be attained. It's here. Here.
I just got one more question. Speak of my own experience. Yeah, I started practice Vipassana from 2015. I learned to whatever comes up, I just not reacting.
You are
just
a
stay
witness,
with
huh?
it. Yeah, in terms of the sensations, because I've been a very sensitive person, right? So, but until there are times I couldn't do that anymore. You know, until there's a calling louder for me to express rather than suppress. Yeah, I felt so often our spiritual rationalization can tell us, still probably in the mind, this is a good way to deal with this, or this is the best way to deal with it. However, I think those emotions or whatever, wounds or inner child, whatever it is, the labels we gave to them, I think they are there for a reason. So my journey, I just felt that, you know, if you just observe, or, you know, there's still certain level of suppression.
I agree with you. That's what I say. What I see in Satsang is not an attitude to have in life. Because, you see, I have seen too much, as everybody, that to use spiritual indications or methods in life, it is or to have a better state, which is very good, or to manipulate yourself and others in the name of truth and whatnot. You see, it's not what is said in Satsang, it is to provoke, if possible, or to give you this awareness that whatever you are aware of is not it. I am the awareness. The of is just then the apparent world of somebody which has a body and a mind and emotions. That's why I insist. I don't want to mix both work. And surely, if for you it's better not to suppress, of course, go for what you feel the best, and you will have the help for that, which fits you as a person also.
Yeah, I think people like me, if I just chose the method.
No, but it's okay, we understood.
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe there will be some kind of diseases or some kind of explosion, maybe. Because, yeah, I think maybe some people, they can just purely sit in the space.
No, but listen, you understood what I said.
I know.
Then
I know what you mean.
Then we don't need to speak more, no? If somebody wants to ask more query, they will ask me.
So the emotions is just something that you... So what is your view on emotions, like especially for women?
But I live my emotions like anybody else, like anybody who is not searching, like anybody who is searching, and like anybody who is no more searching. For me, there is problem or no problem, it's not the point. I don't mix with what I am. And as a person, I am a person like any other person. Means with my own emotion, my own life, my own this and that.
I see.
Oh, sure.
Just with the inner knowing, there's awareness.
I don't know what it is. I would not even call the inner knowing. I don't know what it is, and because I know what it is really, I don't care about what it is. Okay. But I am it.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it is. That's what I try to, that you see that.
So could say the form is the formless, formless is a form. So
yes. No separation, sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, when you say yes, you don't have to search. If I see myself, no, one thing I understood is all my question, no, I don't need answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, no, I don't know if I'm searching or I'm not searching, but there is a certain pulse in it, and I'm very alive with that pulse. So certain life in it.
Yeah.
So I'm very alive with it. But what do you mean by like, no, you don't have to search?
Because you are it. You are the essence of things. That is your real nature, as the real nature of everything, you see. So you don't need to search for it. We search because in this life is the way to live. To search, to find, to know, to achieve and all that. It's a way to live, it's a wonderful tool. But here you don't need any tool because you already are the essence. So it will be obvious when you have just a second of, a blink of an eye, of no hook at the mind and or at the senses or at the feeling. Then it's obvious. Then you don't search anymore because it's obvious. What I was searching is that I am that. I was always that. I will be ever that. Only the mind seems covering it. This I saw. So, yeah. And the mind remembers and the mind forgets. It's the way of the mind. I'm never lost. I don't need any remembrances. What I am, I am. It speaks to you. Thank you very much.